For the last trading session, the session of the 15th of June 2022, FUV stock Arcimoto Inc. It gained 1.81%. Only 634,000 shares crossed the tape, which is below average. I think the 1 year average is roughly 950,000 or thereabout. And there is a news out there. The news is that Arcimoto has teamed up with FreedomRoad Financial to provide vehicle financing for their customers, I believe. So we have also, you can clearly see that there was this plunge that occurred all through the April of this year, 2022. It is from there that the stock has just been pretty much moving sideways all along up till now. But also, what is of great interest to a lot of market participants is the company's the stock's short interest of 41.22%. This is from Fintel, and short squeeze is saying it's a 42.02%. And look at that, it's going to take 15.2 days to cover them, and that is also the case with in Fintel. So all of those things definitely are engaging the attention of market participants. They are watching. On the option speed, we can see there is an expectation that it might move towards $5. You can see, the volumes are not very high. Open interest for the June 17 expiry is 4,927 contracts for $5 calls, and then the July 15, that is where much of the interest is at the moment. You can see on the 750, that's where you have a much bigger open interest, and also on the put side as well. So there is definitely some activity here. We can even see that the put side, the put is actually much more liquid than the call. So it's probably that there's a good chance. Evidently, put traders are having a feast day on this stock at the moment. They are definitely making things much more active, no doubt, going by what we can clearly see. You can see that the spread between the ask and the bid tells you very much about the liquidity on the stock. In this case, it's just 20 cents, and that's also the case with the $10. The spread is $0.2, especially this 750 and the $10 puts on this July 15th. So, but what is clear here is that there is an expectation that something is going to happen, and since the stock is pretty much bearish, put traders are making the most of it. They are, they've been scoring and making the most of it. Yes, they've ensured that their own side of the pit is much more liquid. But people are definitely watching this short interest 42.02, a huge one, and they're also watching this short interest ratio. That's definitely going to give market participants, short sellers, a nightmare. But moving on, we can clearly see that yes, it's moving sideways. So going by all that's been going on, we think it has a potential to spike to $4.92. This is not a guarantee that there's no guarantee that that's going to happen, and we are not recommending that you buy the stock. It is a huge systemic decay going on right now. FUV or Arcimoto is a growth stock. They're still developing, and they need money. And even some people are saying that some of these companies, including FUV, all of them are teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. But at the same time, this also feeds into that narrative. All the short squeezers and market participants who are very much keen on short interest want to hear the sort of things. If there's anything about if anything concerning going bankrupt comes into this, then expect something different from what we're seeing here. Given all that is going on, the short interest and the short interest ratio, that will be a good combination to attract the short squeezers who have at the moment ignored the stock right now. So what I can clearly say, or what I can easily say, is that this is definitely a stock to watch. FUV is a stock to watch, given its huge short interest and short interest ratio, and also green by the fact that it is a growth stock. This is not the environment for this is not the best environment for growth stocks at the moment. So a combination of all of these skepticisms and all of these challenging economic situation will make definitely can result in a lot of interesting things in the coming future, in the coming days or in the coming months. So our target is at 4.92. It sounds bullish, evidently, but there's no guarantee it's going to get there. As a matter of fact, yes, it does intraday and all that stuff. It does reach. It always gets to $4.4 and some fraction. Always, apart from the last trading session, it never really got to that sort of level, $4 and some fraction. But that's our target, 4.92. Huge short interest, huge short interest ratio. There is a reasonable amount of activity going on the options side, especially on the put side of things. But that all of these can reverse, and flow into can all unwind and result in a huge rally for the stock. So definitely, the stock has money in it, given its short interest. So for sure, it is definitely a stock to watch. It has money written all over it. So market cap is 131 million. So you're talking about something close to half of this 131 million locked up into the stock. So why wouldn't you watch it? Okay, so see what you make of FUV stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.